Welcome into Red Empress Tarot. I'm Patty. I'm an intuitive, a reader, and a healer on the twin flame path myself, here to read you a message for your twin flame journey. I believe that if you have found this video and this channel, you've been guided to do so. If you love the content, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the tribe. Make sure that you tap into your intuition. Make sure that you are following your internal guidance. It's really important. And every thumbs up to the video is so valuable. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get into the reading. Welcome to the weekly mirror message. I'm so glad that you're here with me. Welcome back to my lovely subscribers, and welcome to the new people just finding me. If you're new, I would love to have you as part of the tribe. We're building a beautiful community here. I'm a newer channel and I'm just really growing, and I'm really excited about the connections that I'm making here on YouTube with you guys. This is an amazing experience. The mirror message is a he said, she said spread between divine masculine and divine feminine. We look at their head space, heart space, and possible actions in the next month. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to start with a little Palo Santo just to clear the space. Spirits, guides, angels, ancestors, protectors, thank you for being with me here today and always. I have the most amazing guides and I am so grateful. Help me be a clear and accurate channel for messages coming out for the Twin Flame Collective watching this video. Let all the messages that come out be for the highest good of all parties involved. We get all my crystals and my cards. It's just really nice to start with clean, clear energy in the space. Some for me, some for you. Okay. So, we're looking at divine masculine and divine feminines, head space, heart space, and possible action. Spirit. Let me move my tea. Okay. I have been working on getting a video all day. I actually did a great Valentine's Day video, and I went to cut it together and put it out for you guys, and it was completely laggy, the whole thing. It was not watchable, so it wasn't meant to come out. We'll go on to the mirror message. All right. Let's see what we've got. Divine Masculine's headspace. Let's start with Divine Masculine's headspace. Tell me about Divine Masculine's headspace, Spirit. The Eight of Wands. Excuse me, the Five of Wands. I knew that was the 5, and I said 8, and there's got to be some significance to that. Why would I say 8? I'll think about it, okay? Divine Masculine's heart space right now. What's going on with Divine Masculine's heart space? The Ace of Swords. Divine Masculine's possible actions in the next month. About 30 days. Divine Masculine's possible actions. Death. 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 Okay. Don't freak out about if you're not familiar with tarot. Death doesn't mean what most people think it means. It just means an ending for a new beginning. Divine Feminine's headspace. Divine Femme's headspace. It's this one. 5 of Swords. So we've got the 5 of Wands for Divine Masculine's headspace, and the 5 of Swords for Divine Femme's headspace. That's interesting. Divine Feminine's heart space. Divine Feminine's heart space. The 3 of Swords. Okay. We might be picking up on a new collect, or we'll get some clarifiers and find out. Could be just a new cycle. Divine Feminine's possible actions. Divine Feminine's possible actions. The Wheel. Okay. I'm going to clarify with the Everyday Witch Tarot. No, this is the Modern Witch Tarot. Pardon me. Okay. Clarifying the cards on the board, Spirit. Clarifying the cards on the board. What have we got? 5 of Wands. You know, I usually use the word table. Why am I using the word board? There's something about that. Let's see here. Clarifying Divine Masculine's headspace is 5 of Wands. Clarifying Divine Masculine's headspace is 5 of Wands. This one. Justice. Okay. I'm gonna get a second clarifier. Divine Masculine's headspace. It's this one. Huh. Okay. Divine Masculine's heart space with this 8 of retrogrades doing a number on everything tech. Anyway, that just happens. So, I had just pulled the Emperor to clarify Divine Masculine's headspace with the 5 of Wands. Let's get a clarifier for Divine Masculine's heart space with the Ace of Swords. Divine Masculine's heart space. Got Judgment, another major arcana. Okay, and a second clarifier for Divine Masculine's heart space. Second clarifier for Divine Masculine's heart space. That one. Okay, it's coming. Temperance, another major arcana. This is crazy. I've never had all major arcanas as clarifiers before. Wow, okay. Clarifying Divine Masculine's possible actions in the next month. This one. Page of Wands and another. Clarifying Divine Masculine's possible actions in the next month. That one. The 7 of Cups. Okay. Clarifying Divine Feminine's headspace with the 5 of Swords here. What's going on, Divine Femme? What's going on in your head? The Sun, another major arcana clarifier. Wow. Divine Feminine's headspace, clarifying the 5 of Swords with the Sun here. That one. The 5 of Wands, and we also have the 5 of Wands in Divine Masculine's headspace. Very interesting. Okay, very interesting. Okay, interesting. Okay. Feminine's heart space, this 3 of Swords. Oh, Divine Feminine. Clarifying the 3 of Swords in Divine Feminine's headspace. The Knight of Cups. Okay. Clarifying that 3 of Swords energy. Divine Feminine's heart space. It's Feminine's heart. We had the 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. And then clarify the Wheel. Clarify the Wheel in Divine Feminine's possible actions in the next month. Clarify the Wheel. 10 of Wands. And one more. Clarify the Wheel, that one. The 8 of Swords. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to grab some Island Time Wellness clarifiers. Let's see what we get. This is a really interesting spread this time, guys. Okay, let's see what we get. We're clarifying this. These just want to be like right on top of each other. I'm going to leave them that way because that's where we want to go. That's significant. Okay, so clarifying the Five of Wands for Divine Masculine for his headspace. What's going on? Remember, guys, if you're new, I say this, but there's no gender in tarot. We keep Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine separate because of the energy that they embody, not because of their body parts, okay? And I use he for Divine Masculine and she for Divine Feminine simply because it's easier to keep the pronouns straight that way, so you know who I'm talking about. Flip the roles if you know that it's reversed, and insert the gender that's appropriate for your connection. In a collective like this, it's the simplest way to go about it. Soulmates. Clarifying a Divine Masculine's heart space. Palm tree. Clarifying Divine Masculine's possible actions with the Death here. Clarifying Divine Masculine's possible actions with the Death. Paradise and Coffee Cup. Clarifying Divine Femme's headspace. Five of Swords. Clarify this Five of Swords. Divine Femme's in a weird place this week. Let's see. She's just having a hard time in her headspace, her thoughts. Divine Feminine, what's up with your thoughts? Okay. Addiction, codependency, obsession. Divine Feminine's heart space, this Three of Swords. What's in Divine Feminine's heart space with this Three of Swords? I saw heart with a key there, flipped. Hold on. I saw it. I know I did. And the Sword and the Rose is also flipped. So I'm going to get those both out. In the Valentine's Day reading, those both came out for one of the options. So I feel like that's significant. Unfortunately, that you won't be seeing because it's not watchable. It's terrible. Okay. But I feel like it's significant enough to tell you about. There it is. Okay. Divine Feminine's possible actions. Clarify Divine Feminine's possible actions in the next month. Okay, that's a lot to take, but I'm going to take it back. Ooh, okay. One more for that. One more for that. Tell me about stabbed in the back. Clarify stabbed in the back. Divine Feminine's possible actions. Okay. Is there a clarifier here? Is there one? Spirit, is there something to clear? Oh, that's a lot. I'm going to take them. I'm supposed to take them. I like you. Cassette and not enough. Oh, okay. We'll talk about that in a minute. I know what's happening. Okay. And then I'm going to get one from my new Island Time Wellness deck. It's the Law of Attraction deck. And I just feel like this is a good place to use it first. I just ordered a couple more of their decks too. They're amazing. I love these decks. Let's see. Clarifying the Five of Wands in Divine Masculine's headspace. Okay. Giving and receiving. Clarify the Ace of Wands in Divine Masculine's heart space. Clarify the the Ace of Wands in Divine Masculine's heart space, being love. Clarify the Death in Divine Masculine's possible actions. Release attachment. Okay. Divine Masculine's doing great. Divine Feminine, what's happening with you this week? Oh my gosh, look at all those cards shooting out. I'm going to take them. I'm supposed to take them. Well, that's 4. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, we're going to leave them there because I feel like she's supposed to have them. You need some help this week, love. Let's talk about it. Okay, we're looking at the 3 of Swords. Okay, heart-minded union and possible actions for Divine Feminine. What's going on, Divine Feminine, in your actions this month? And remember, this is possible actions. If you're watching this and you don't like what you see, this is your heads up, so your heads up, so your heads up, so you can, right? Go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it, go for it. So let's start with Divine Masculine's headspace. So we've got the 5 of Wands here. And this 5 of Wands, the people in the image all look identical to me. This is not different people fighting. This is inner conflict. This is inner conflict. This is Divine Masculine fighting with himself about something. Let's look at what he's fighting with himself about. Justice. Bringing forth justice in this connection. Being the Emperor. Okay. Major Arcana clarifiers. Extremely significant. Divine Masculine with the 5 of Wands. We're just going to look at these first. In his headspace, he's conflicted about making the choice to be in his Emperor energy, stepping up, stepping up, stepping up. For a long time, I feel like Divine Masculine didn't have to do that with the karmic situation that he was in. There was no need to be the Emperor. He didn't have to embody all those kings. He didn't have to have his mental clarity on point, his heart space on point, his stability on point, his control of his passion on point. When you're in the Emperor energy, you have those things down. And I think that he can do this, and he knows he can do this. But it's like, do I want to do this? Do I want to step up and be this person that I need to be for this connection? He's conflicted about it. And what I'm getting, what I'm hearing is that he's finally out of a really difficult situation. And it's just like he wants to rest. He doesn't want to immediately step up and go towards his Divine Feminine. I think after all of the crap that he's been through, he needs a break from it all to come back to himself, is what I'm getting. For further clarifying, soulmate. Look, he knows is his soulmate. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. He knows the Divine Feminine is his soulmate. He knows that this is a high-level soul connection. He knows that this is his life partner and that they have a contract together. He wants to give to the situation. Everything is energy. He wants reciprocity in this situation, but he doesn't know if he's ready to give everything Divine Feminine's going to give, and it's going to give, and it's going to give. And I think he needs to recharge his battery before he can do that. He knows that when he comes forward and when this relationship starts, there will be this need for reciprocity. He's going to need to be in the Emperor energy. He can't come as a page. He can't come as a knight. It's got to come as the Emperor. In his heart space, look at this. Let's see. 2 major arcanas clarifying. Please really pay attention to this, okay? It just means that we really need to... What did I lose? Oh, I moved the camera. But I dropped a card on the floor. I need to get a camera that mounts to the table instead of a tripod. Too easy to knock. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. I knocked off releasing attachment. And I think that that's significant because it came out for Divine Feminine in a clarifier. When we're talking about, we were just talking about Divine Masculine. The first sentence on here is be free of expectations. And I think that that's really significant, is that right now he needs the break from expectations. He's not ready to give and receive equally yet. He needs a break. Yeah. What I'm getting is he's been kind of through hell. And yeah, he's got to regroup. Okay, Divine Masculine's heart space. We've got the Ace of Swords. And then that's clarified by both Temperance and Judgment. So his heart is matching his head. He's getting the download from Spirit. Here's Spirit. Here's the download. Okay, you can see the download happening. You can see Spirit sending it. Spirit has the cups in their hand. The equal give and take. Okay? Spirit is telling him to make this choice to take the break. He's going to come forward after he's done that. But a Spirit is guiding him to take the break that he needs. Not to come forward yet. It's not time yet. The 2 cups in the Temperance hand is like the 2 cups in the Star card, the wish fulfillment. It's karma. Going back and forth, evening things out. The Divine Masculine, in his heart space, he knows he needs to be evened out first. It's really good that his heart is matching his head. Further clarified by he needs to be stable. He needs to find his own stability within himself. In being love, he's got to be really solid in self-love. Solid with Spirit, oneness with Spirit. He knows that he needs to get on Divine Feminine's level in self-love because like attracts like. Yeah. Okay, Divine Masculine's possible actions in the next month. We've got the Death card, an ending. An ending. He's wrapping up old cycles. The Page of Wands. He's putting an ending to that immature passion. He's getting in control of his passion. No longer going to be just spreading that around, you know. He's not going to let the passion lead him anymore. Putting an end to the options. Look, he knows he's got to be in that Emperor energy, and the Emperor doesn't fuck around. It's that simple. The Emperor isn't chasing tail. Not going to happen. So he's got to get that out of his life and out of his system before he comes forward. Coffee cup. Meeting and conversing. I think that in the next month there's going to be some kind of conversation. Savoring the moment. That initial conversation. I feel like it's coming for whoever this is resonating for. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness. He wants to get back to this place with Divine Feminine. He just needs this break first. This small break first. He needs to be happy alone. He needs to learn that his self-love is not dependent on having anyone around him that's pouring love into him. He needs to learn that he has to pour it into himself. Divine Feminine's headspace. Okay, Divine Feminine, what's going on? You got your Five of Swords. You're feeling defeated. Feminine's feeling defeated. Five of Swords can mean different things, but I'm reading the art, and this person who is normally the victor in the front is defeated. And the person in the back here who is normally feeling sad and lonely after the conflict is feeling victorious. I think in the next month, Divine Feminine is going to have someone in her ear talking to her about this connection, giving her maybe false information or trying to mislead her. I really get that sense that coming up, someone could be... It's either a person coming forward to Divine Feminine to give false information about the Divine Masculine or about the connection, or to try and lead Divine Feminine astray from the connection, or it's her own inner thoughts, because she can't see what's happening on this break. I think she knows the end of the cycle with any karmic partner has happened. And I think she's expecting to hear from Divine Masculine, and she's not hearing from him. And so it could be, it's one of two things. I'm getting different things for different people. So for some people, it's going to be a person that comes forward to try and mess with the connection. For other people, it's Divine Feminine's inner thoughts kind of popping out, insecurities popping out in her ear. If this weren't happening, she would feel more victorious right now because of what's going on. This is great, what's going on with Divine Masculine. But instead, I think that she's letting the silence get to her in some way. Clarified further by the Sun and the Five of Wands. Look, this conflict is keeping Divine Feminine from happiness. This inner conflict. We've got the Five of Wands for both of them. Both people are conflicted right now. It's a mirroring energy. It's just manifesting in different ways. Divine Masculine is conflicted about stepping up right now. And Divine Feminine is conflicted about her own insecurities. They're keeping her from her happiness. Addiction, she's back in this codependent energy, feeling like she's got to have the Divine Masculine for her happiness, feeling like him not coming forward is blocking her from her happiness. It's manifested. Look, Divine Feminine, you have to understand, you've done the work. This is coming. It just doesn't always come in the time frame that you want, and you have to just let it go and let God. Trust Spirit here. Don't let your insecurities eat at your brain and rob you of your happiness. You've got to trust the process here. You've got to trust it. It's working for you. At the very end, Divine Feminine, when you are closest to manifesting, you get tested. Get tested. These insecurities of yours that are popping up right now while Divine Masculine is clearing out the karmic energy and realigning himself for union, you're getting tested on your faith. Trust the process. Look, it might help to do a little journaling, okay? Write it down. Write down what you want. Okay, so if you keep getting, okay, the camera's all right. Look, so on the new moon and the full moon, it might behoove you to do a moon ritual. And if you need to look that up, you can. If you need to know what I do, write me at and I'll let you know what I do for my full moon ritual. Maybe that will help you. You can do your own new. But part of that is writing down what you are releasing, and you burn that. And also writing down your intentions and what you're calling to you. And you burn that as well. Or the other option is you can fold it up. I sometimes will fold it up and like put it under my pillow and remind myself what I'm calling to me. Those are really good manifestation techniques to write down what you want. Look, ultimate love, you've got to, your insecurities are popping up, okay? It's time to really look again at forgiving divine masculine, forgiving yourself, forgiving others who have affected the connection, so you can have your hands free to accept new love. You can't accept new love with hands full of pain and regret, okay? And the last one, release attachment. You've got to shift your energy. I know that I've already done this, and you started feeling this coming forward. You started feeling divine masculine, like breaking free, and that might have triggered you to go back into an attachment phase, okay? An attachment cycle. You've got to, again, shift your energy. Be free of the expectations of the dates, okay? Be free of the expectations, because when you start putting that, why aren't you coming forward to me, energy out there to your divine masculine, that creates a stuck vibe for him, and that makes him more fearful of stepping into his emperor energy. You have to keep that energy in check, okay? If you're going to send out any energy to your divine masculine, it just needs to be love and light, and then drop it and do your life. Really, really important right now. You're being tested, divine feminine. Don't let yourself stay in this Five of Swords energy, okay? You don't have to. This is your heads up that it's happening. If you've been feeling a little icky or off or unsure or just questioning, here's your answer. Here's why. You can make a change. Spirit's advice is right there. That's why we needed these Law of Attraction cards today, because it gives you the advice. Divine Feminine's heart space, the Three of Swords, it's matching her head space. She's looking back at the heartbreak. Her insecurities are throwing her back into the Three of Swords energy. She's worried about this player energy, this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Wands is a player, but Knight of Cups also can be a player. It's someone that's kind of gives their cup around you. She could be worried that the divine masculine is going to go in another direction and not come towards her. It's like, oh, he's free of the karmic. Is he on dating sites scrolling? What's he doing? Is he just deciding that, I've been encumbered by this karmic situation for so long that I just want to be free and go out and fuck whoever, We don't know what's going on with divine masculine during this period of rest. I think she's worried that he's going to embrace some player energy rather than come toward her and be in this union. It's a valid concern. But you have to look at the overall picture here. This is part of divine masculine's process over here. Part of your process over here at divine feminine is shifting your energy. You could be dating too. Can't. Nothing says that you can't entertain other people during this long, twisted, crazy process. If they're good for you, okay? If they're bad for you, I wouldn't do it. You could end up with a karmic situation, and maybe you've got lessons to learn that way. Just be careful who you let in, okay? 10 of Cups reversed. She's divine feminine. You're so worried that divine masculine is going back to player ways and that this is never going to happen. You're never going to have your happy life with your divine masculine. There's a lot of worry here in your heart and in your head. Look, the Sword and the Rose, clarity is coming. Truth is coming. You just have to be patient. Okay? The communication will come. Welcoming new love. Look, you have the key to your divine masculine's heart. You honestly do. No one else can be you. And I heard this earlier today. Where did I hear it? Was I listening to a reading? I don't know where it was, but no one can be you. No one can replace you. And divine masculine's learning that right now in a big way. Okay? No one can be you. No one is cut out for your divine masculine not the way you are, just like no one else is cut out for you the way your divine masculine is. Heart-mind union. Harmony of heart with mind, faster manifestation. This is your highest vibration. You need to get your heart and mind on a better page, because right now your heart and your mind are falling back. And I'm not saying you're completely back in there, but I'm saying this is something you need to watch for, Divine Feminine, right now, because this is your test. Okay? The Three of Swords energy, the Five of Swords energy, feeling defeated, feeling sad. Look, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. It's manifested. Trust the process. Release the attachment. Release this need to control the situation. Release this need for a timeline. Okay? Let's look at Divine Feminine's possible actions as things stand before the heads up, okay? The Wheel. Clarified by the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Let's look at that. I think something pretty. You're feeling like this connection is too heavy a burden to continue to bear. And you're feeling absolutely stuck, tied, bound, unable to move, unable to progress. Your karmic wheel is stuck right now because of your headspace and your heart space. I don't see positive movement in your own life right now. I see you feeling falling back into that energy of feeling stuck. This is the time to shift your energy. In the next month, be very careful. Stabbed in the back, going back to this feeling stabbed in the back. Old cassettes playing. Outdated thinking, guys, girls, whoever you are, doesn't matter. Outdated thinking here, replaying things that have happened in the past when you were stabbed in the back in your mind, just like on repeat. You've got to get out of that energy. Not enough energy. You've healed this wound, this not enough wound. If you're at this point in the connection, you've done that work, but that doesn't mean you can't backslide into it. So you've got to be vigilant about that. You are enough. You have to be in your self-love. You have to like yourself. The I like you card. You have to love yourself. You have to like yourself. You have to know what you're worthy and deserving of. Look, in the next month, the advice from Spirit, step out of your comfort zone a little bit on this. Okay? Make some plans. Now is the time. Embrace your life. Look, if you get in alignment with Spirit, what's manifested for you in this process is coming for you. You have to stay vigilant. Don't let your fears and your insecurities rule you this month. Because good things are happening. This is happening. This is coming. You just can't see this side of it. Okay? All right. That has been your mirror message. Let's go ahead and pull a crystal card, and then I'll do a couple of individual or small group with similar situations with clarification on spirit, on advice. That was a really roundabout way of saying that. Okay. All right. Where did I moved everything around. Oh, there they are. They're over there. My oracle cards are on one side now. My tarot's on the other side. Okay. Stick these away. And let's look at what crystal or stone could be beneficial for you right now. Very curious to see what's coming up with the tests that are going on for everyone. Spirit, tell me about a crystal or stone that could be really helpful for the watchers right now. In this space and time that they're in this place in their journey. What could be really helpful? What could be really helpful? Tell me what will help align their vibration. Ocean jasper. Let's see, I've got some ocean jasper here. I've got like everything. I don't have everything. But I do have ocean jasper. I do have ocean jasper. I do have ocean jasper. It's a beautiful stone. So it comes in all different kind of shades and markings and stuff like this. This is a piece of ocean jasper here. It's usually got some greens and it can have like reds and golds and yellows. Beautiful stone. So this says to schedule yourself in. Sorry about that weird autofocus. Schedule yourself, and read what the little book says about ocean jasper. And then I will also read from my crystal witch. Okay, ocean jasper, there's me time. It's okay to make yourself a priority. If you don't take care of yourself, it's hard to be available to care for others in an effective and healthy way. Schedule a little time every day to ensure that you are nurturing and nourishing yourself properly. Take a break. Treat yourself in some small way. You've earned it. If your day is so full that you can't schedule 5 minutes for yourself, then schedule 10. You need it. Self-care is not selfish. Okay? In this time where you have this mental conflict, it's really, really important to... Okay, ocean jasper brings abundance and gratitude, manifests positive intent, dissolves negative energy. That is perfect for you guys this week. Really got to get that negative energy dispelled, that worry out of there, and get yourself into a more positive mindset, okay? Ocean jasper. Let's go ahead and pull some messages for individuals out there watching the reading. Or hi all. Okay, I'm sorry, there's a little glitch there. Oh my gosh, it's focusing. Okay, I think we got it. I had to leave and come back the next day to finish this up. It was about 1 in the morning and I was having so many tech issues, it just wasn't working. So hopefully we got it down now. Anyway, let's finish up the mirror message. We're asking Spirit, tell me about a situation for an individual watching this reading or a small group of people in the same situation. We've got the Star and then we've got the Magician. Let's see what else comes out. What else comes out? Tell me about a situation for an individual or a small group of people in a similar situation watching this reading. And this is for you whenever you watch it. Don't worry about when it's pulled. It's when you find it that it's for you. Okay? What goes with the Star and the Magician? With Queen of Pentacles. Okay, it looks like someone's manifesting their wish fulfillment. Let's clarify the Star. Clarify the Star. We've got the Page of Pentacles. It looks like an offer coming in is going to bring someone their wish fulfillment. is what I'm seeing. It doesn't have to be a big offer. It's a small offer. It looks like a divine masculine here, bringing communication of an offer. Okay, so I had the 10 of Cups, and then I had the 5 of Swords. Okay, so look guys, there's a divine masculine in this collective who has been manifesting a new beginning, happy family, happy life, happy wife, happy home, the whole deal, right? And I say wife loosely, it could be husband. Really, and the manifesting is coming out, the magician is coming out in the middle of the spread. And with this particular magician, how he's got the infinity symbol there, you can see he's like drawing the infinity symbol in the air. This divine masculine is manifesting his partner for infinity, his partner for life, beyond life, beyond life. So past lives, this life, he's calling her in. He's calling her in. His wish fulfillment is going to come when he brings communication, when he brings an offer. Right now there's conflict with his queen. Right now there's conflict with his Queen of Pentacles, but this bringing in the offer is going to change that, is what I'm getting. What's at the bottom of the deck? 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, divine masculine needs to get balanced enough to be able to bring this offer, is what I'm seeing. And I feel like right now that's what he's doing. He's getting balanced. There could be some children involved, a child or children involved. And he's trying to balance out the situation with his children, maybe with a karmic partner or former spouse or someone he's separating from or something like that. Trying to balance out the situation with money and with children is what I'm getting here. 10 of Swords is the end of a painful cycle. This whole thing is the end of... Justice is going to be served. Is going to be served. Is going to be served. Is going to turn. The wheel of karma. The good karma has been built up here, and it's time to reap that karma. The wheel's going to turn positively for this divine couple. There's things that are still hidden, but divine masculine is now in his King of Swords energy, ready to come in a mature way and talk in a mature way and give truth and explain the things that are hidden. He's feeling really out in the cold right now. This conflict with the divine feminine is killing him. But he really wants victory. He really wants this to work out. He's manifesting hard. There's an ending here. There's an ending. He's putting down some burdens in his life, and he's bringing in that communication to the person that is his world. He is now the Emperor. He sees his divine feminine in the 9 of Pentacles energy. She is missing 1 pentacle in order to have that 10 of Pentacles, that stability, family, home, have it all. She's missing 1 pentacle, and that's her divine masculine. All right. So for those of you who this resonated for, if you could throw that in the comments and let me know, I would absolutely love to know. I'd love any comment from you. Anytime you want to chat or let me know what's going on in your life, share with other people. We're building community here. So the more that you get in the comments and share, other people can see what's going on with you, and that makes them feel better. It's really hard to be a twin flame, guys. It's really hard. We have very few people in our immediate lives who understand our journey. So when you get in a community like this, we have the ability to help each other. And chatting in the comments really, really helps people see what's actually going on out there for other people and makes you feel less alone. And I enjoy interacting with you guys any way that we can. All right, let's pull a second situation. This was really good. Second situation. Let's pull one more for an individual watching or a small group watching. Spirit, tell me about a situation for this twin flame collective watching this mirror message. Tell me about a situation that someone needs advice on, or a heads on, or a heads on, or a heads on. Tell me about a situation. Four of Wands, nice energy. Let's see what else we get. Tell me about a situation for an individual or a small group watching this video. King of Cups. Do we have to round that out? One more card, Spirit. Please tell me. Okay, it's that one. Four of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Four of Wands. Okay. Temperance. You got two major arcana, or no, one major arcana. Temperance is your major arcana so far. Now you have two major arcana. The Lovers. And clarify the Four of Pentacles. I really like it when I get the major arcanas as clarifiers. Okay, so we got we've got Five of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Fool. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Hermit. Let me look at this for a second. Someone here really, really wants their celebration of their union. This twin flame couple, counterparts. Someone is really, really looking forward to celebrating the union, but they're having to hold back. With Temperance, it's like the divine timing thing, right? Divine Masculine here is getting into his King of Cups energy, which is beautiful and clarified by the Lovers. Being in that King of Cups energy, being in his emotions and not just in his head, he's channeling Divine Masculine a lot in his headspace. Too many swords, not enough cups, right? You have to balance out your energies in order to come into union. And I'm seeing Divine Masculine coming more into his emotional space. It's like he's been thinking with his head. He's been like trying to do everything logic based. And guess what? A twin flame connection is not logic based at all. Right? I mean, okay, let's be fair. I'm a really, really balanced person. I'm very half left brain, half right brain, right? So I'm an artist. I'm a jewelry designer by trade. I've always been an artist of some sort. But I'm also super into organization and logic and doing things step by step. So I really understand both sides of the equation. You have to have a balance that way in order to come into union. You know, it's like balancing out. You also have to balance out the masculine and the feminine. The masculine has to come into their masculine energy, and the feminine has to really come into her feminine energy before union happens. There's a lot of balancing that needs to happen. Not only, so you're learning your lessons, right? People talk about this all the time, what you need to come into union. And this is for the people that are interested in that. So to come into union, and I got some huge downloads on that today, like huge downloads. I wasn't planning to share that here, but it's coming up. So let's talk about it. We talk about learning our lessons. Okay. We talk about clearing our karma. We talk about healing pain points in our life that are holding us back from ascension. We talk about shifting, divine feminine specifically, shifting her energy to herself. We talk about divine masculine shifting his energy to himself, being in himself, understanding his worth, okay? On both sides. We don't talk about what that really entails. And I got something today I'm going to share with you. It's very personal, but it's time, right? And my personal connection, okay, and this not necessarily relating to yours, but we're all on similar paths. I've been working really, really hard to shift my energy for the last months. Like, I'm understanding more as I go. You know, being a divine feminine myself, I'm working too. I'm not in union yet. I do believe someday I will be, but I'm not yet. it's a lot longer, harder process than I ever knew it was going to be. What I understood today, I learned something, and I was listening to some different readings, and my readings have been getting more intense and more aligned over the last couple, like every reading I click on, anything. It's crazy. The synchronicity is like off the chart. So, I got a big download today specifically about shifting my energy, about divine feminines shifting their energy. And I'm supposed to tell you, it's not simply shifting your energy. And I'm sorry I didn't know this before to be able to tell you, but I get it now. I've been hearing lately that I have something left to heal. Like there's something that I'm holding on to. There's something that I'm holding on to, even though I've done an amazing amount of healing. I know that this is the end of the reading. Some people will be hanging in, some people won't, but I'm going to go ahead and talk for a minute for those who are hanging in, because it's your message to hear right now. When I understood my journey and I understood what it would take to come back into union, because that was my focus at first. Seriously, my focus was just, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Tell me what I need to do. Tell me what I need to do to be back with my divine masculine, to be back with my person, because I miss him that much, right? And then I learned, okay, I need to identify the pain points in my life. I need to identify the blocks, the inner blocks that, that are usually highlighted by triggers, right? And as I started to identify what I need to heal and the relationships in my life that I need to heal, and maybe some of the past life karma that I brought with me, the journey flipped, and it wasn't just about coming back into union with my divine masculine. It was about healing me. And I needed to be on that path to get there. I wouldn't have, I don't think, ever done the healing on myself and the self-discovery and standing in self-love and standing in my power if I had not come on this journey. It just wouldn't have happened. I don't think I could have lived my whole life without healing what I have and without becoming the person that I have. And there's a lot of, I healed my relationship with my father. I come from abuse. I come from physical abuse, okay? And my father's not a bad person, but he was not a well-equipped parent. And I had to go through that whole situation. And I had the conversation with my father that I've never had. And I called him up and I said, hey, I want to talk about this. And I let him know that I'm not holding a grudge. I forgive him. I forgave him. Now, forgiveness does not necessarily mean acceptance. I don't accept what he did as right, but I forgive his humanness in doing something wrong. I healed all of the different relationships in my life. I went through them one by one, and really I learned some techniques which helped me route out the things and heal them. And it's a lifelong process, right? I am very healed, but no one's ever 100% healed. There will be triggers as I come up in my life. I see a man holding a belt. It freaks me out. It freaks me out much less now than it used to. But, and that shows me that I'm very healed. I can see that, and it doesn't make me wince like it used to. I am a lot healed, but if I saw someone hit, a child, I might be triggered again, and I might have to go back and do some healing on that. You see what I'm saying? So along the way, I healed all these different relationships. I called my ex-husband and I apologized to him. And that's not something I ever thought I would do, because he hurt me in a lot of ways. But I apologized for my part. I took ownership of my part. And I forgave him for his part. That was a tough one, guys. I did all of this work. And I forgave my divine masculine for the pain of the separation, the things that happened. Because literally out of all, I've had some really bad experiences in my life. I don't talk about them all the time, but I did live through child abuse for many years. I lived through a couple of sexual assaults. I lived through, some serious stuff. And the most painful thing in my life ever, out of all of these things, more than the child abuse, more than being raped, was the separation with my divine masculine. If anyone were to ask me what was the most painful thing that ever happened to you, it was that separation. It was that separation. It was that separation. It sounds crazy, right? But honestly, it was. It was more intense. That triggered me to go on this journey, to go back and look at my past pain and heal it. And I am incredibly grateful to Spirit, to the universe, however you want to call it, to God. And I'm incredibly grateful to my divine masculine for being my partner in this. And what I didn't understand until today, I got this huge download. I was watching readings and they all said the same thing to me. They all said, I'm holding on to one thing and I need to let go. And when I let go, it's going to change my whole life. And I realized that I understand that I need to shift my energy away from my divine masculine and put it onto myself. And I have been doing that successfully. But there's another component to that, and I hope this helps at least one person out there that hears this reading. It's not just shifting your energy. I've been saying it wrong the whole time, and I apologize. It was partially right. You do your best, and then when you learn, you do better. And so that's what I'm doing now. It's not shifting your energy from your divine masculine, it's removing it. It is absolutely removing it. And there's another component to that. It's removing it and it's forgiving without the apology. And that is something that I had to learn with my father, because he didn't apologize when I had the conversation with him. He said he understood and he did the best he could. He wasn't able to say what most of us want to hear when someone wrongs us. And what I understand now today, this huge download that I got, is that in order for the painful cycle to end, this ongoing painful cycle, it is absolutely necessary for the divine feminine to remove her energy, not just shift it away. You can't go back and go back and go back. You have to learn to completely remove the energy. If you have playlists, delete them, okay? If you have pictures, put them on a thumb drive and throw them in a drawer where you're not going to look at them anymore. If you have, social media. Man, I've been off Facebook for over a month, and now I understand why I needed to be, because I can't look. And then I found myself, okay, I'm just going to log in and just look at this one page where I think he might be. I had to completely stop every single behavior that was keeping me stuck to him, that was sending my energy to him. I had to remove every single thing. And this is a social experiment, guys. I'm doing it right now. I deleted the playlist. Got rid of my social media for now. Anywhere where he could be, I can't look. I can't go there. I can't send him energy. I'm dating other people. I'm not in a full-fledged relationship. Couple months back, in I don't know, what was it, around Thanksgiving time, I set my intention. I was going to let other people into my life if Spirit brought me someone good. And what did I do? I decided I was only going to let people in that couldn't possibly be permanent for me. And I did a really good job of that. But you know what? That's cheating. That's not moving on with my life. I have to move on with my life as if divine masculine is not coming back. And I need to find my happiness. I need to find my joy, whether that's with another person, whether that's with my family, my friends, in my own life, with my career. I need to find my joy as if my divine masculine will never walk through the door again. And that's the key. So let's see what happens, guys. I will let you know how it goes. But I just came up and it was the perfect time to say that. I'm not going to go into a lot more. I'm going to end that there. But this huge download, that it's what's necessary. Okay, so back to this. Sorry for the very long soliloquy, but it felt very important. I just got this huge nudge that I need to talk about that. So we've got someone that wants to celebrate their union. This is the divine feminine wanting to celebrate union badly. And temperance here is saying you have to trust in divine timing. You have to trust in spirit. You have to let it rest. You have to put it down. Hermit mode, right? Completely remove your energy from divine. Go within your own life, divine feminines. It is the best. I'm not going to say for everyone it will happen, because free will exists. My divine masculine may see me moving on and think that I don't want him anymore and just move on to a different life. Maybe he'll find a soulmate. That could happen. It's a possibility. Or he could be triggered to heal what he needs to heal and come forward and talk to me, and then we can have union. But until I end the cycle myself, that painful cycle, nothing's ever going to change. So look, in this reading, what I see, and I don't know who it's for, but in this reading, what I see is divine feminine wants this union so much that she surrenders to divine timing, just the way that I was talking about. In this instance, it's triggering divine masculine to get into his heart space, to realize that he could actually lose her. Because if she moves forward and meets a soulmate, she may not want to go back to the connection. The divine masculine with the lovers here, the Two of Cups, but it looks like a lover's card to me. With the Two of Cups, he wants to make the choice. He wants to be in his love energy and his cups energy, and he wants to make the choice toward divine feminine now. It's a trigger. This, with divine timing, with surrendering to divine timing, with divine feminine completely removing herself from the situation, triggers this divine masculine to want to make the choice in love towards her. He's holding on to her. He is not letting go. With the Five of Cups here, the action of her setting this connection down, literally fully setting this connection down as if it may never come back again. And it may not, guys. Let's be real. It's a gamble. But it's the only way to get off the fucking merry-go-round. With this divine counterpart set here, this action by the divine feminine of completely walking away, completely removing her energy and moving on with her life, puts Five of Cups energy, this sadness. He's not going to hold back anymore. He's holding on to her, but he's not going to hold back anymore. He's making this choice in love. He's in his cups energy. This third party shit's done. No more. He's ready to take a leap of faith, guys. And divine feminine's in this hermit mode. She's completely gone within her own life. She is gone from divine masculine's life. She is working on her own life. King of Swords energy. She's cutting out anything that doesn't serve her. Absolutely. And that includes this connection. This Knight of Pentacles shit, this slow moving energy, it's dead. Because Divine Feminine deaded it. That's triggering Divine Masculine into his Emperor energy. Absolutely. Okay, guys, I know this was a long ending, but I feel like for someone out there, it was worth it. Thank you for being with me here. I'm going live on Thursdays. Come join me. I would absolutely love that.